Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you my thoughts on Long Bright River. Long Bright River is an event series on Peacock based off a book and starring Amanda Seyfried, who plays a patrol cop in Philadelphia during the opioid crisis. A string of murders begins. She starts to piece it together and explores a lot of addiction in the area, like I already mentioned. Um, it weaves in like her personal trauma from her past, as well as her sister kind of coming up on the wrong side of things in terms of what's happening and going missing and everything. Um, it explores corruption in the police department, as well as shining a light on the good that some officers still do, which is a line I think it towed very well. Um, but yeah, I really like this series overall. Amanda Seyfried, I thought was fantastic. She's one of my favorite people to watch, way beyond Mamma Mia and Mean Girls. Um, she's just gotten to be one of my personal all-time favorites, and her shows have just been really, really superb every time. From Dropout to The Crowded Room, I was very, very excited when this was announced, and seeing her dedication, how seriously she took this, I couldn't be looking more forward to it. You also have a good supporting cast here surrounding her. Nicholas Panic as her old partner Truman, I thought was a standout. He really brought a nice presence to the show I wasn't expecting. Ashley Cummings as her sister, I liked increasingly more so, both in flashbacks and out of it. Um, you have John Doman, who I remember particularly as Falcone from Gotham. Um, you have Dash Mihawk, who I remember especially from Ray Donovan. You even have another personal person I like to see, Perry Metfeld, who led a really really overlooked series called In the Dark, as a old friend of both her and her sister, who's also having quite a bit of trouble as well. Um, I really really enjoyed it. It's 8 episodes. It was about the right pace. It did not feel too dragged out to me. Of course, it's a slow burn. It's very character and dialogue driven. There are some violent moments, but overall, it's kind of more so that exploring that turmoil and everything. It can be a depressing show at times. Covering things like addiction, kind of what comes from that, along with of course some fairly grisly type of murders given the circumstances and everything. Um, Not too much in the way of issues with it, in terms of I don't want to spoil too much, but like the story with the sister, her sister in the show. Um, Kind of the answer to that, I will say, was a little bit underwhelming when we got it. Um, but kind of what it all kind of represents, and kind of the dynamic of the characters in terms of how it dove into that and kind of what followed with it, I thought was worth it. So it kind of proved me wrong a little bit. But initially, the answer we get is, that's what you went with. And it is one of those shows that kind of risks danger depending on the identity of the killer, which is something they play with throughout the show, because it's either gonna be okay, this makes sense, but it's predictable, or they're gonna go for something from out of left field, but it's not gonna make sense, or it's just gonna be kind of unsatisfying if it's not too crucial of a character. It'll feel like a safe way to go. Um, it kind of landed somewhere in the middle of that. But luckily, I did enjoy, kind of the character threads they're exploring and weaving in throughout, Cybert's character's Mickey's life, and as well as her dynamic with her kid as well, was a vocal point. I think it maybe been in danger of engaging me less if it wasn't, such a good cast, especially Seyfried. Um, but fact was she was there. And it might be my favorite of her shows so far. I'm not sure. because I liked Crowded Room quite a bit, and Dropout on Hulu as well. But this is definitely worth checking out. I do suggest it. It went by pretty fast for me. I watched usually 2 episodes at a time, and I'm not someone that binges. I usually like to kind of savor it at least a little bit. But I watched it over the course of this past week, and yeah. So if I had to rate it, I'm giving it like a B plus, A minus, somewhere in there. Let me know you guys thought about it. Follow me on TikTok, of course, Twitter, Instagram later.